to start Age of Empires 4. Ooh, yay! We've been looking forward to this for a while. Let's make sure it's gone live. Come on, there we go. Okay. Oh, no, forgot to turn the sound off my phone. There we go, go. Right, left click. Gather food. Oh, it looks so pretty. I literally just loaded it up and go straight into a tutorial. So, I haven't clicked anything else before anyone asks.
Pause menu opened. Settings.
Ooh, I'm
Close
not sure I like
button.
that.
Camera button. Item 2 of 8.
I don't need you to tell me this!
Audio button. Item 6 of 8. Accessibility button. Item 8 of 8. Toggled to off.
No. No, we are not playing that game. Make sure everything is all nice and high, unlimited frame rate. Ooh, movie quality. Quality. Oh yeah. But that answers my question. No, I can't get any closer.
With a healthy supply of food, the village could start to grow. To do so, it would need more hands to share the work.
Yeah. Huh? Apple.
On my pillow.
Huh? Waiter.
Right, that's 5 on food. And we'll get some on wood in a second. Oh, it shows me how many. Oh.
Yeah, Gonganda.
What's that resource? I knew about those 3. What's that one? Oh.
Yaru. Yeah, Yasamiende.
Yeah, Yaro. Yes, Sabiende.
The new workforce could now turn to the growing village's needs. First, they would build a mill near their food source, so villagers could drop off gathered berries more easily.
Waiter. Where can they?
Hmm? Yeah, I know. I told you it was on my pillow.
Next, the growing village would need wood to build with.
Yep.
The growing community now had a steady supply of lumber. To make wood collection easier, villagers could erect a lumber camp near the forest.
Abendende.
I wouldn't call it a forest.
Abendende.
Over there's a forest.
Workende. Yaru. Voodoo.
That's very pretty. I mean, you know, look, just got the wood there as he's building it up.
Here Werta.
Very cool.
Thanks to the camp, villagers no longer needed to travel as far to drop off lumber. The village now required additional houses to support its growing population.
Build 3 houses,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
You're going to build a house.
Gonganda.
So we're going to have...
Work camp. Work day. Work day. Yeah, each a fara.
With additional housing in place, even more villagers could join the workforce. But a populous village would soon exhaust the natural food sources. To grow, the community needed dedicated farms.
Work camp. They are still in there.
Build 3 farms. Farms an unlimited food source, yeah. No, 120.
Huh?
I assume then they then build another farm.
Work camp. Yeah, Aortalenda. Quetta. Work day.
Where can they? Oh, that's really good. That gets
Woodsmen and
actually
farmers now
harvested.
kept
Oh,
the village well supplied.
I know I'm gushing, but wow, it's such an... been a while since the last one. The
Further
last one wasn't
growth
great.
required knowing the countryside and finding more resources. For that, communities employed scouts.
Produce a scout from the town centre.
Ridera. Helsa. Yes, sir.
Able to move quickly and see great distances, scouts were key to discovering new resources. The most important thing for a scout to locate was a ready source of gold.
It's up here, I've just seen it.
Yeherende.
It's at 60. I want to have a look at that when it goes. See, do I lose 50 wood when they redo it, or...
Asterende.
Oh, it shows the... You got hills. Oh,
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
How is...
Yaru. Asterende.
Oh, there's a forest over there as well. Right, okay.
Yes, sir. Ridende.
Oh, there's more grow. Ah, it grows as they age while within the influence of a mill. Ah, so it grows as it's being harvested. Gotcha. That is technically unlimited. Just
Yes, sir.
it doesn't say infinite this time.
Yes, sir.
To prevent having to haul ore large distances, expanding communities would establish a mining camp near the source of gold.
Huh? Quetta.
Yeah, and you're gonna make a mining camp there.
Work day.
Quetta. Yaru. Off to Delphin.
Yaru. Yofende.
Tells you how much they'll bring in.
Yeah. Yeah. Delpende.
A well-placed camp
Very cool.
ensured efficient gold mining.
Yaru. Delfende.
We'll take in.
With a good supply of gold, the village was becoming a large town.
Advance to the feudal era.
The signpost of this growth would be the construction of a large landmark.
Where can they get? Where can? Here work. Done. Yeah.
Oh, so you have to select the villagers now to do. Oh,
Huh?
that's new. Oh, you build landmarks. Ah,
Where can they?
instead of upgrading your town centre, you build a landmark. You sign more villagers, you get it done faster.
Where can they?
Forward.
Building up the church. Building it along. Do 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 do.
Hestes.
You guys, what are you doing?
You and
Go
they.
over there and cut.
With the landmark in place, the once sleepy village announced itself as a thriving feudal township. The townsfolk had been
upgrade,
driven from their homes before, however. This time, they would defend themselves. The first step would be constructing a barracks for infantry.
I like having one dedicated for building, because I don't like losing my stuff right for the barracks, and I'll put that over here.
Rashule Bayo Timbran.
Armor versus ranged.
What 30 Each a worker.
Once it had a barracks, the town could establish a standing force of soldiers. Simple infantrymen armed with spears were a common choice for these militias.
Produce 10.
Ich om your selling.
Garwigan.
9, 10.
And your worker.
You just produce food for now.
Timbra Theos.
Yerwat Garwigan. Garu Itwin. Yes, sir.
Bless me. Oh.
Garwigan.
Eradon.
Tremet Garu. Yarwe. Garwigan. Azeta. Yes, sir.
Farms within influence of 15% harvest rate. Ooh, getting
Garwigan.
food faster. We've almost got a standing army of 10.
Yes, sir. Yarwe. Yerwath Garwigan. Astirath Garwigan.
The town now had a militia and could look to reclaim the lands lost to invasion.
Garu. Farah.
The invaders had blocked the road north with a stout palisade. Although spears were of little use against these walls, the militia could burn down the obstacle with torches.
Garu Astiga.
Fora! Itchwilla Ridan! Itchwilla! Perende no! Ridende ut!
Na 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 na.
Ga! Ga up!
Garu Upa.
It actually sets it on fire as well. Oh, so pretty.
It's Libya.
With the road open, the militia could now reclaim their lands in the north.
Ridende ut! Ga! Ga up!
Garu Upa.
Attack the
Midway.
cavalry
First,
encampment.
the spearmen had to deal with a lone sentry.
Come on. On Vonda Israelum! Yewa! Garu Itwilla!
Ridra! Itchwilla
Advancing aggressively, the militia eliminated the enemy sentry. The invaders had a small cavalry camp guarding the road, but the militia was ready to attack.
Your cavalry is weak.
Ja, ja. Foliente Hessa. Hurra!
Another gold mine there.
Spears were highly effective against cavalry, allowing the militia to win the day. All that remained was to destroy the invaders' stables. The invaders' cavalry post was destroyed, but other enemy positions awaited further up the road. Hostile archers defended the next camp, which would put spearmen at a disadvantage. The township needed cavalry of its own to deal with this, and so would need to build stables. To deploy that cavalry quickly, the town needed to build their stables near the front lines.
Need to build 2 stables here.
Fortunately, friendly villagers came out of hiding and joined the effort.
That's Shole Bayote.
Ridra Yaru! Ridende ut!
On Vonda Israelum!
On your work, eh?
With stables in place, the town could field horsemen of its own.
Bayard May. Yeah?
Säten
Ja.
befälen! Sätende! Nu!
Ja, ja? Donde dat? Ich will ridan! Ich here! Yes, sir. West Puhala.
I'll make sure there's a
Ich Timbratheos.
and another wood cutting bit here. Yes, Stitch. I can hear you
Yeah?
meowing over
Yeah.
there.
Bayard May.
What thirty thing?
Gjörð upp with that.
Yored Yaru. Yeah.
Each timber of
Yeah.
things.
Yes, sir.
Eored Yaru.
Each a worker.
Vin Hester.
Stremet Garu.
Fair you worker.
Forward, go! Hoorah! Each here. Foriente Hessa. Each you will.
The town now had a rapid light cavalry,
Eoredas Yer.
skilled at harassing slower targets, such as archers.
Garwigan. Forth.
Oh no, 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 no.
Askira. Garwigan.
Yerward. Eoredus. Ferath. Tinishan.
Go, my cavalry.
What house? Ferende no. Each will a reader.
Garu.
The cavalry eliminated the enemy
Easy
archers
win.
and moved on to destroying the archery range itself. The invaders' archers and their camp were destroyed. A final enemy emplacement remained, one fortified with palisades and defended by spearmen.
We're going to need archers.
To deal with this target, the town would need longbowmen. First, they needed to build archery ranges in the area regained from the invaders.
Yes, sir. West the water.
Once more, friendly villagers arrived to help.
Cheerless here. Each a worker.
Oh, it tells you the grade there as well. That's pretty cool.
Young work. That's sure by your
So many cool little details.
Yaru to work.
Fair you worker. Cheerless. Get any up, cheerless.
With several archery ranges in place, the town could add longbowmen to its forces.
Camp up there.
Each timber of Thales.
We need 20 longbowmen, okay? 3.
Fair you worker.
Strel Boran. Strel Boran. Ja.
And your worker. Each a worker. Each timber Theos.
Strel Boran.
That shule veo timbran.
Strel Boran. Ja.
Gongen.
Abuka. Strel Boran.
A strong force of archers could eliminate enemy spearmen at a distance,
On Styria.
so long as they
Strel
took
Boran.
the proper position.
Dida hit. Garwigan. Nu.
Steadfast readeth Eoredus.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Strelboren Yerwa.
Archers up the cliff.
Heragongat on way.
Poised on a cliff top, the longbowmen would be protected from an infantry charge.
They fire really quickly.
The last of the invaders fell to the resurgent homegrown population. Now that their lands were free of enemies, the town could take the next step in its growth and become a powerful medieval city.
Advance to the capital.
Here too, the erection of a great landmark would be the signpost of this growth.
Hera, oh yeah, eat your willer. Eat your work.
Ransack the town! Heals nearby units for 2 for a second, so if you're near the church they get grabby, they get healed.
And you work it.
This one...
Where a few lowly refugees had founded a small village, now rose a mighty city. From there would grow an empire.
Yes, it will. My empire. Because it's my age of the empire. Complete 5 acts of war challenges or normal campaign missions, okay. The Normans, 1066 Hastings. I don't want to do that. Uh, 1060 William of Normandy set out to wrest the Kingdom of England from his Anglo-Saxon rival. Only one man could be king. Select the difficulty. Let's do intermediate. I'm not gonna go straight into hard, but I'm also not gonna play on easy.
Some events leave a deep mark on history, but none on the land. This is the site of the Battle of Hastings. After almost 1,000 years, no traces of the bloody conflict can be seen. But here, the fate of England turned. It's where a king was killed, and his victor claimed the throne. October 14th, 1066. We know what happened here on this day, thanks to this. The Bayeux Tapestry. A carefully preserved, illustrated record of events. It shows the main players. Harold, the newly crowned Anglo-Saxon King of England, and his challenger, William, Duke of Normandy. William claimed the previous king had promised him the crown. So, he assembled an army and prepared to sail to England to fight King Harold for the throne. But a storm thwarted his plans. Meanwhile, Harold discovered that a Viking invasion had landed in the north. Another threat to his crown. So he raced to fight them. In France, William waited for the right conditions to sail across the Channel to England. The weather cleared. He seized his chance. "250 miles north, Harold had defeated the Vikings. Now, hearing of William's arrival, his army sped south. At 9 o'clock in the morning, on this hill, William's Norman army were ready to do battle with Harold's Anglo-Saxon men. The stage was set, and up for grabs, England itself.
Harold was winning, but William was smarter. Press any key.
On October 14th, 1066, William of Normandy stood ready for battle at the base of a hill. The high ground belonged to King Harold of England and his Anglo-Saxon army. Here, on this hilltop, the fate of England would be decided.
Oh, I only get one little one. Attack!
William's Norman army made the first charge, launching a direct assault on the shield wall. Though William's army fought fiercely against the shield wall, it would not yield. As one man fell, another took his place. Overlapping shields in tight formation made for a near impenetrable barrier. Realizing his army could not break the shield wall, William called for a retreat. William's feigned retreat was working. The Anglo-Saxon army broke their shield wall formation, leaving gaps for William to make a move.
William's not allowed to die. William's not allowed to die.
With Harold's men no longer in shield wall formation, William could pick them off as they charged. The Anglo-Saxons had deployed rows of spearmen to push back the invaders. But William had an answer. His sharp-eyed archers.
William, get out there. Get out there, William. You're dying. Oh, that was close.
More Norman men-at-arms reinforced William's army. Anglo-Saxon archers joined the fray, and the Normans' deadly cavalry ready to charge. At first, William's forces had to eliminate the enemy spearmen, whose sturdy polearms could easily bring down a horse. Additional Norman archers joined the battle. With the threat of spearmen cleared from the field, William's cavalry was free to charge at the Anglo-Saxon archers. The Anglo-Saxon army was in disarray. Their shield wall had been neutralized, and their numbers were dwindling. Now the only thing standing between William and victory was King Harold himself. The last of Harold's men encircled their king, prepared to lay down their lives to save his. More Norman cavalrymen took to the field. The Anglo-Saxon King Harold had fallen.
Yep.
In the confusion, some loyal soldiers fought to the death, while others scattered in panic. Leaderless and defeated, the last of the Anglo-Saxon army fled for their lives. The Normans celebrated victory over the English king, but William's quest to rule England was just beginning.
Good first battle. Building a castle video, Nova Stella.
At Guédelon in France, to understand how castles were constructed, they're building one from scratch. At the Battle of Hastings, the death of one man changed the course of history. The Anglo-Saxon King Harold was killed here, on England's south coast. His army defeated by William of Normandy. Anglo-Saxon rule was over forever. At Westminster Abbey on Christmas Day 1066, William was crowned the first Norman King of England. Now he had to secure power across the country. He began by stamping his mark on the landscape, building cathedrals and castles at strategic locations. Nothing like them had been seen in England before. They reminded the Anglo-Saxon population exactly who was in charge. But not all were content with living under Norman rule.
Duh.
Anglo-Saxon revolts broke out across the country. King William acted quickly to crush these rebellions. But there was one region where dissent was spiraling out of control: the north of England. In 1069, a group of lords from Northumbria formed an alliance with Viking invaders. Together they approached Norman-held York, a large city with an important cathedral, still protected by ancient Roman walls. But the walls couldn't save York. The city and the castle fell to the rebels. William's new kingdom was under threat. He had to get the city back under Norman control. William had no choice but to order his men north. But as the Norman forces set off on their long march towards York, how much resistance from the rebels would they encounter? William the Conqueror marched north, with his army of Normans determined to take back the rebel-held city of York. But in his path stood rebel towns that harbored William's northern enemies. He would take the towns back by force.
Parenthèse, servientes.
Quando je commande.
Mandez à Valo. Si.
Scout it first before moving my main force. So, 5.
Ici. Escolto. Vado.
L'heure est avertissez votre courage, compagnon. Votre jetzt vos à moi. Hatchets mes
Ensa escolto. L'ennemi.
Hold votre service.
Very good. Explorer. Vado. Là-bas.
Take out the archers. They've captured Middlethorpe.
The Normans captured the town of Middlethorpe, establishing their presence in the north. With reinforcements to his armies soon arriving, William would need more resources to supply them.
Yep.
Okay. Vado.
So you need to build a windmill now.
Colones, netar yes, colones. Colones.
Okay, right, so get that going. I need wood, which means goes build wood encampment down here.
Edifico.
Ah, finit.
Quod? Si, laburo.
Escolto.
Fake.
Quod. Laburo. Labourance la terre.
Ascolto. Ubi vado? Lavoro. Me?
Ensala. Si.
No,
Me?
that's not what I wanted.
Ambulo.
Spero.
There's two villages there.
Ascolto. Ubi vado? Edifico.
Che? Ma sono. Sì. Vado.
I need
Materia.
to go collect some wood.
Ubi vado? Spero. Ascolto. Alla materia.
Nice food income coming. Got some little things coming there. Right, you need to go down here to get more
Alla
wood.
materia.
So that's 5 assigned for wood. Quick, 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 hurry up, hurry up. There we go. Get some houses going.
Ascolto. Lavoro.
Right, so that'll be food already.
Parat. Kerte. Ici. Lonquiers. Movens. Vassas. Move. Servientes.
The Norman army was now well supplied by a town, but it would take a sustained effort to keep the army at full strength.
What can I be on? Okay, so I got some reinforcements. That's a big army of reinforcements.
Esque? Bene. Ma sono.
Another rebel town, Fulford, stood in defiance to William's rule.
Ascolto. Edifico.
Capture Fulford.
Exploro. Bene. Ensala.
So I now have 2 scouts. Going there.
Acte Antoine, je commande. Avant. Votre
Everything
yet
one.
pose à moi.
Cavalarios. Move ici. Cursores. Cavals. Escolto. Si.
Need to find some gold.
Cursores.
Gold.
Cavalarios. Cavals. Escolto. Move ici.
Voyez, si comme vos voldrez.
Cursores. Cavalarios.
Oh no, no.
Access met avant. Compétence.
Sito. A calque cavalarios.
Cavalry, charge.
A calque cavalarios.
Access met vos commande, je commande. Avant. Assayez vos armes.
Charge again.
Incontinent. Si comme vos voldrez. Votre yet pose à moi.
Inspire the men and attack.
Compagnon, je suis votre serveuse.
Okay, Spire was you far too early. I thought I'd be a bit closer. Charge it! We have mines on this one as well. There we go. Fulford is mine.
With the Fulford rebels eliminated, William was one step closer to York. Knowing he would face strong resistance in the city, William prepared to bolster his cavalry.
Oh, we have a marketplace here. Right.
Attendez les commandements.
Gather food and gold to construct landmark, build a stable, produce no horsemen.
Escolto.
Produce archers at 100% speed from landmark, or heal for. Oh, we want to heal.
Edifico.
Right. And then we can build stuff up here. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Right. They're collecting lots of wood, you're collecting lots of gold.
Cavalario. Querte. Mobe ici. Cursores. Cavats.
See if there's any more gold possibly hidden away somewhere, just in case.
Cursores. Mobe ici.
Good forest up there.
Vado. Querte. Cavalarios.
Yeah, we've got a mine here.
Asulto. Ayuda.
Yep, make them run off the map.
Cavalarios. Cavals. Escolto.
Let's take out this little encampment.
Ayuda.
The Norman army came under attack from a new enemy, the Danes.
Chevalier, prête-moi à terre. Sauveuse en ordonnance. Reste tous sommes prêts.
Propel the raid. There we go.
William's army held back the Danes' attack, but they threatened to return unless William paid them in gold.
Apercissez votre oreille, compagnons.
Stop the Danish raids. Send tribute to Danes 800. Complete the parasite. Yeah.
Apercissez votre courage, compagnons.
So give them money. Possible. That'll stop them at least. Or go kill them. Give them money. Be gone, Danes. Leave me alone.
William paid off the Danes and was rid of their attacks. William's ultimate goal was within his grasp. All that remained was to enter York and destroy its keep.
And he's built a stable. Complete the parasite on that side as well. You're going to build mining camp. Get more gold coming in.
Labour Spérance. Io ma sono la cose. Vado lavorare. Cos'è sarà massonata?
And that's done, then you can build that.
Vado lavorare.
Extra gold! Oh, I forgot you could have upgrades. I forgot about all the upgrades.
Monde squid.
I need one for wood as well.
Allons, la noblesse dans sa couette.
No, they took down my walls.
Io ma sono la cose.
Access Vetsvos, compagnon.
Quel lavoro. Cos'è sarà massonata?
Oh, almost there. Get 5 more going. know what? Let's get 10 more going.
Quai de labour, Movo. Va de labourar.
Get these improvements going.
Félicite Beat. Prompt. Lanquier Barat. Si, Barat.
Quid me? Si, bene.
Io ma sono la cose. Si, Barat.
Make all my men a bit stronger.
Coursolres in Likevals. Ok. Simuleis. Kitje Coursores. Nell'asce Caval. Si. Commandes. Bene. À grand course. Esfect.
Are they coming again?
L'heure est de...
Produite servientes certes.
No.
Coursores. In avant Coursores.
Now we've got a farm up here.
Veillons l'ennemi.
Attendez les commandements.
Bande, je commande! Avant! Avertissez votre courage, compagnons!
Cavalario Barat. Quedmandes. Si. Perfecte.
I've just thought I've got a quarry right there and I'm not even doing anything with it. I could upgrade that. Oh, I'm a twonk.
Attention.
Voyez prêts!
Barat pour venir.
Voyez vos avoués!
Right, just gonna kill off this little encampment here.
Cavalarios en sola. Chiede cabene. Odio. Si.
Adjustments avant!
Okay, let's move forward. Let's see, we can build.
Quemandes.
Votre service!
Get rid of these guys quickly.
Adjustments incontinent. Je suis votre serveuse. Je suis votre serveuse. Voyez vos avoués. Affaibloyons l'ennemi. À l'assaut,
the Norman army poured into York and began sacking the town as they bore down on the keep.
Can we get through this door? We get through the gate, oh we can't do anything. There we go, we're in. Up within seconds, Stu. We finish off this level and I'm done. I've lost all my horsemen. Wow, the big army. Retreat! No, he's dead! Retreat!
Monday Squid. Vado Laboura.
Attendez les apertisets.
Oh, Jesus, that's it. Five more archers. Get more of them. That didn't go as planned. That did not go as planned at all.
Audite, dite. Bene audite. Si.
Arco parat. Isommes, inerans. Come sono la cose?
Labour Spérance.
Fine. God damn it, that would have gone so much better if I'd actually built up an army. Oh well, I'm rebuilding, so I should hopefully, in fact I'm going to call it quits there, if I'm allowed to. Save, because I'm going to be joining a friend on a different game, right. I will pause it for 2 minutes. As I switch over my recording to the other game, so I'll be with you in a second. Where is Discord? Discord. Right, just as I swap over, I will catch you in a second.